committee. And I think today, or is it today or yesterday, the minister is before them. I think the point we just want to make here, which I get the spirit of what we are saying, is to ensure that the spirit of the president's letter is followed through. I think that's really what the emphasis is. And I think let us restrict it to that so that we do not get this discussion going into areas that I think are not in the interest of the unity of the place.
The Senate resolved to summon the Minister of Transportation, Rotimi Chibuike-Amechi, to explain. Chairman Senate Committee on Sports, Senator Obinna Oba, laid debate on the need to amend some sections of the Nigerian Football Federation Act.
During the lifetime of the 7th National Assembly, this same bill was passed by the Senate, but unfortunately the House of Representatives could not pass it. And as such, the bill was reintroduced again in this 8th National Assembly. Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, it has become necessary to repeal the Extant Act because as it exists now, it requires a lot of amendments to bring it into agreement with FIFA requirements, international best practice, and to give football the desired boost it requires in this country. This bill has no financial implication. Government is not going to spend any further money in the implementation of the provisions of this bill when it is enacted, because this bill is only seeking for a change in the name of the football body and its reorganization in order to achieve greater and better results in future.
The bill was passed for second reading. A bill for an act to amend the National Youth Service Corps to make provisions for free and compulsory acquisition of vocational skills by corps members was debated at the Wednesday's plenary after the sponsor of the bill, Stella Odua, led.
Confused about what to do after their service period. The dwindling job opportunities in the country has necessitated the call for the passage of this NYSC Amendment Bill into law in order to address these challenges by educating and training corps members on skill acquisition and entrepreneurial ventures/skills. The major goal of this bill, when passed, is to equip corps members with entrepreneurial skills to enable them build sustainable and profitable businesses after their youth service year. The benefits of this program, Mr. President, include securing future for corps members through acquisition of relevant skills towards business success, learning in a conducive environment with a state-of-the-art teaching materials, maximizing their service year, and setting the stage for a fulfilling future.
What we can do with this proposal under this bill is to see the possibility of harmonizing all these things. Billions of taxpayers' money have been pumped in every year for skill acquisition and entrepreneurship programs. But the output from such kind of program is not commensurate with the money that is being pumped in. It is true, as a nation of 170 million people, we have a growing army of unemployed. And we must be serious about it. That these millions of young people that roam about in the street poses a serious security problem to the peace, unity, and stability of this country.
The bill was passed for second reading. Similarly, the bill for an act to make comprehensive provisions for confiscation and management of proceeds of crime derived from unlawful activities, sponsored by Senator Mohammed Hassan from Yobe North, was also passed for second reading.
The bill seeks to provide the legal and institutional framework for the recovery and management of proceeds of crime in such a manner that is more organized, coordinated, and allows the country to benefit from rather than lose the value of the property obtained from these illegal activities. What we have now creates a very consuming system that leaves both the victim and the state as losers of these values recovered by agencies of government, end up decrepit and decaying with little or no accountability or ultimate responsibility. This bill is aimed at providing the necessary consolidation of the existing provisions on the recovery of proceeds of assets across our law enforcement agencies and create the institutional structures that will eliminate corruption in the handling of proceeds of crime while allowing law enforcement to focus on their key role of arrest, investigation, and prosecution of cases.
Senator Dino Melaye from Kogi raised a point of order on the Director General of National Lottery Commission.
Mr. President, this morning I want to bring to the attention of this very historic chamber, quoting from the National Lottery Act 2015, specifically Section 8(1) of that Act. By the indulgence of Mr. President, I appeal to read. 8(1) of the Lottery Act stipulates as follows. There shall be for the Commission a Director General, whom shall A, be appointed by the President subject to the confirmation of the Senate. I repeat, be appointed by the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria subject to the confirmation of the Senate. It is sad to note this morning that a new Director General of the National Lottery Commission have not only been appointed by Mr. President, he has resumed office and have started signing documents and carrying out the functions of the Office of the Director General of the National Lottery Commission without referral or confirmation of the Nigerian Senate.
Senate mandated the Senate leader to investigate and report to the Senate. Barely 24 hours after being mandated to investigate the alleged assumption of duty of the Director General of the National Lottery Commission without following the due process, Senate leader Ahmed Lawan reported his findings to the Senate at Thursday's plenary.
I investigated the issue very thoroughly yesterday, and I stand here to report what actually happened. The nominee for the office of the Director General of the National Lottery Regulatory Commission actually assumed office. I think he was misadvised and therefore assumed office without going through the stipulated due process. Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, I spoke with all those who should know better, including the acting Secretary to Government of the Federation. And the conclusion on the side of the executive is he erred because probably he didn't get the correct briefing, that he should have waited until the due process and due diligence were completed. On this side, Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, I believe that that was an error and there was a genuine appeal from the executive that no such thing would ever happen again.
Going forward, both for nominees and also for the executive, we must respect our laws and our processes. And even if he did do it, somebody should have been there to have guided him that this was. So those who are eager to resume should tally a while and follow due processes, and we must continue to do that. I think we'll close this matter here. Thank you, Leader, for the effort that you've done.
Chairman, Senate Committee on Federal Character and Intergovernmental Affairs, Senator Tijani Yahaya Kaura, raised a point of order on matter of national interest.
In the last few weeks, Nigerian media, both print and electronic, have been awash with issues that have to do with the recruitment of cadet officers by the Department of State Security Services. I stand before you on behalf of the Committee on Federal Character and Intergovernmental Affairs to assure my distinguished colleagues and indeed all Nigerians that this committee is looking critically into this matter with the intention of ensuring that justice is done in this recruitment.
I'm happy that you're looking into the matter. The committee is, because definitely I think everybody has been inundated on that, and you keep us posted on your findings and recommendation.
That's the much we can take on the program this week. Keep a date with us, same time next week for another edition. On behalf of all those involved in this production, I am Cliff Ayoze, thanking you for keeping us company.
Our programs are getting better and fresher. And it's because we are thinking about you. NTA, it's all about you.